to Manc Pod. If you haven't already, make sure you've caught up on all our latest episodes on Spotify and YouTube, and also head over to our socials, TikTok and Instagram, for all the latest clips and goss.
Make sure you do it.
Make sure you do it. Also, we've still got our competition running, so make sure you enter that. Go scroll our socials and find that, because that's a never-ending competition. I'm over it. Me and Liv are going.
Yeah, we're going to go on our own because nobody seems to be entering. But yes, so this week, guys, we're going to be talking about all things babies. And I know that we did a couple of episodes back, a pod about babies, but we want to talk a bit more because this week I learned a very interesting fact.
What did you learn?
And I was in disbelief. I was actually in disbelief when I actually had to Google it and see if it was real. Baby nose.
Baby nose?
Baby nose, right? Google it if you haven't already. It's basically where your nose gets bigger and wider and longer.
What?
Honestly, it takes over your whole face.
So, as in the mum to be, the nose.
If you fall pregnant, you could get
a baby nose.
A massive nose.
Does the nose go back once you've had the baby, or are you stuck with that nose forever?
Sometimes it doesn't go back.
What?
It depends, because apparently it's something to do with like the blood cells getting bigger, and then therefore your nose gets bigger.
Oh, pregnant girlies out there,
I feel sorry for everybody that's got pregnancy nose.
Send us some pictures of your nose before
and after
and during being pregnant.
Oh yeah, during. Yeah.
And after, let us know if it's gone back.
Yeah, I'm really interested. There's one thing that I was told back in the day, I could be wrong, but that grow until like obviously you die. Well, not even when you die, even when you die.
Yeah.
Is like your ears, your toenails, and your nose.
Oh.
Your
nose.
That was an interesting add to the mix. What happens with that down there?
Apparently it never stops growing.
You down there?
Yeah.
Pubic hair?
No. The thing inside. I can't say it. We're on a podcast and we've got young people listening. But the bit that feels really good, that apparently just grows forever.
Really?
Yeah.
So what happens with men then? Does their dingling grow?
Nah. If anything, that shrinks.
Well, there we go, guys.
So lots of things grow forever. Apparently, a baby nose is a thing. Please, pregnant girlies, send us pictures.
Yeah, I am really interested because we actually, obviously, we've got hopefully all this to come.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me, like, someone mentioned it to me in passing because they've recently fell pregnant and they're obviously celebrating. And she's like, oh, no, don't want to be getting pregnancy nose. But actually, like, I didn't think it was a thing. I don't know.
Well, I don't think...
Nobody tells you this stuff, do they?
Exactly. No one tells you this stuff. But also, I feel like to just make a woman feel even worse, on top of all the other changes that your body's going through.
Stuff, yeah.
Now you're going to have a baby nose.
Yeah.
So on top of the fact that the rest of your body, your neck down is changing, you can think, but it's all right, at least I've still got my pretty face. No. You're going to have a baby nose.
You are mistaken.
Your nose is going to take over your face.
Yeah, literally.
In a hot set.
And it really does. Like, if you go on TikTok and like, I obviously went into a black hole, then I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, if you're pregnant, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you're not pregnant.
No, but it's nice to know that you're not alone as well. Like,
That's
if it is happening to you, it's a real thing that happens to many women. And like, it's just one of those things. But I think for me, I've got quite a big nose anyway, and I feel like it's just gonna get wider.
Oh,
and especially when you smile, because if you smile, it gets even wider, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, for
nostrils
me, when I get angry, the nostrils flare.
Oh, like a dragon.
Yeah.
Do not cross, Grace. Yeah. Imagine you being fuming and pregnant.
Poor Jamie.
I was gonna say poor Jamie. Yeah.
But what, like, because your body obviously changes a lot. You know, the thought that you're going to have a baby in your future at some point, what things are you really, like, if we're talking from a physical point of view, what are you really not looking forward to?
My fat ass getting fatter.
Nah, everyone loves a fat ass.
No, I mean, like, because I've always been a hippie gal anyway. I've always been quite wide, but I feel like you just get wider. Yeah.
So maybe is your biggest thing that rather than just having a cute bump, you're just going to put weight on everywhere?
Everywhere. I'll be like the elephant man. I know it. And that's fine. Like, as long as me and the baby are happy and healthy, that's the main thing. However, I just know I'm going to be like the elephant man.
What was your mum like?
I'll be like a tank.
When she had you?
She was
all right?
so my mum had me when she was so young that she was very petite, very small, and you could literally like if she turned to the left or the right, that's when you realise that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Whereas with my sister, I think she was a bit chunkier. I wouldn't say that she was like really bulky, but she was just a bit chunky
because she was a bit older.
She was older as well.
Had one.
She was older. She'd had one, and obviously all the hormones and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. It's mad what it does to your body, though. Imagine growing a human inside you. I think women's bodies are absolutely amazing.
Same.
I genuinely can't get over it.
This topic came up before, and literally today, and obviously I'm sure Google and ChatGPT would have the answers right. Yeah. But as a man, right, if you were to never like masturbate or have sex, what would happen with your sperms? Like, do they just keep growing? What would happen to your balls? Would they just get more and more balls? Full? Really?
Blue balls?
But then, what? But
it's unhealthy to not wank.
Yeah, but do they, like, when you say blue balls, do they actually turn blue? Is that a thing?
Well, they must do. They must, like, get swollen and sore because you haven't got anywhere to escape, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm intrigued. Like, where does it go? Because I guess girls have periods, don't they?
Exactly,
but they don't.
Exactly. This is what we were talking
about. Do they create sperm even if they're not having sexual intercourse?
That's what I mean. Because some men, particularly in certain religions and stuff,
yeah,
they, it's no sex before marriage, and they don't do that type of thing. Well, so they say. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
But do the sperms do they keep creating, or do they, once the balls are full of sperm, does the balls go, it's all right, I'm going to give you a break now, you can just keep this many sperm?
Can we call a time out, please? Can we call a time out?
There's too many of you floating around in there. And also
you can't just bench them. You don't get benched.
But did he just
Sorry,
grow?
Can we come back to you in a hot sec? We don't need you right now, but we might need you in 10 years' time.
Literally, or do they grow? Like, do your sperms grow bigger? Like tadpoles turn into frogs?
Yeah. Yeah, they do grow bigger. That's when they...
Yeah, on the fallopian.
Yeah, and then obviously...
Yeah, but what are they doing in the balls? If they're not having, any
we need a science person.
Listen, if you know what is going on.
We are not the brightest of sparks between us. It's just the worst subject for us.
I know, but do you not think
it is interesting?
Like, what is going on? Because if you don't do that, if you don't masturbate or have sex, so you don't release the sperms. Do the sperms like get older?
So does ChatGPT give you an answer?
I've not Googled. I've not ChatGPT'd.
We'll have to do that afterwards.
Yeah. But if anyone knows the answer, I'd love to know your answer, like, before you ChatGPT'd it.
Don't ChatGPT.
Don't ChatGPT it first and come across.
I'm thinking blue balls is a real thing.
It must be, because blue balls don't come from anywhere, do they?
Yeah, no.
At least as women, I feel like being a woman is hard, but at least every month we have a nice clean out, don't we?
Oh God, yeah. You feel your skinniest after you've just like menstruated.
Do you know what? I am the grumpiest after I've just
really
only for a couple of days, but like straight after, I'm like,
don't talk to me.
Ew, yeah.
Everything about you gives me the ick.
Yeah. And just before, actually, and in the middle.
Maybe the whole 365 days a year.
No, I'm a happy person on the whole.
Tumbleweed. To be fair though, I must admit, like, my hormones are always a bit wavy. I definitely have the ups and the downs rather than just being quite a stable human being.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a generic thing or just me.
Going on an interest-free mortgage when we had a baby. So because I'm freelance, there's like, we'd be fine not to. But also, if we did want that extra bit of money coming into the house and I'm not working, and we felt like, do you know what, we need to free up some, we just need to free up some money here. We have considered doing it. Well, we've not considered it because it's not happening yet, but it's just definitely on the radar, because we were chatting to someone a few weeks ago at a wedding, and her wife, they've recently had a baby, and they just for like 8 months went on an interest-free mortgage just to free up that bit of money, because both of them are self-employed, so they're only getting stat pay, which isn't a lot. So it just means that their mortgage has gone from being...
Just really helps buy little things like supplies and baby stuff, doesn't it?
And, so many people now, like, if you are into your investing and things like that, so many people say never pay off your mortgage. Like, it's always good to have
a little bit of something.
That for loads of reasons. I don't really know all the ins and outs. So actually, obviously lots of people completely think the other way and think pay off your mortgage as soon as possible, like get rid of that, then you're not paying it. But I actually think, do you know what, not pausing a mortgage, but only paying
Just being interest free for a little while.
Yeah, just
works,
paying the interest.
I didn't even know that was even an option.
Yeah,
that's really good.
you can do that at any point in your
Yeah.
life. So if you were ever out of work for like, and you thought, you know what, nothing's coming up, it's Christmas. You can just
ring the company.
You just ring up your mortgage provider and you just say, I want to go in an. I think it's in. I don't think it's interest free. Sorry, I think it's interest only mortgage. So you're only paying the interest. You're not paying anything off your mortgage.
Yeah.
But it brings it down from like £1,000 a month to £300 a month or whatever it is. So it's
amount. Yeah.
So
it's
it just frees up that money, and all that does then is extend your mortgage for another year or however long you're out of it. So I just think it's a good way sometimes.
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
If you need to, it's something to think about.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't know about it.
No.
Maybe other people listening didn't know about it. And this couple, they did it and they're back now. They've, called up the mortgage provider. They're both back in work. So they're just back paying it.
That's good.
But what a great shout to just free up that bit of money to
good.
help you not worry so much about paying your bills and stuff. I think it is a really good shout. But so we have thought about potentially, if we needed to,
doing 3 months and then seeing how it goes.
3 months, see how it goes. If something comes up, great. If not, it's not meant to be, and I'm just meant to be a stay-at-home mum for the next 20
however
years.
long.
Yeah.
Lady
of leisure.
The thing is, I don't think I could be a stay-at-home mum.
I couldn't.
It's honestly, that is in itself a full-time job, and anybody that says otherwise is lying.
I agree.
So just to keep on top of the house and do everything, and then obviously get the kids to the school. The kids are only in school for 6 hours. That gives you 6 hours to blitz the house, do your food shop, do everything else that you need to do, walk the dog, then get everything ready for the next day. If you're not washing and cleaning, ironing, like, I do think if you've got more than one kid, it is kind of And childcare these days is so expensive.
I know, so expensive. Although they now have, I think it's 15 free hours. I want to say 9 months plus.
Oh, right.
You get 15 free hours now, and then I think from 2 or 3 plus, it's 30 free hours.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
So actually, it's not so
not
bad.
Enough, obviously, but still something.
Yeah, better, because I don't think I don't know. Obviously, not mum yet, but the 15 free hours, I don't think that came in.
Well, that's only like 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. But I think like some nurseries do it different.
Yeah.
So some
unless you do like if you do like a two, because it would essentially be 2 long days or 3 short days.
Yeah, but
so then if you
some nurseries, like, even if your child's in for, let's say, 4 hours a day, but you can pick your child up after lunch, they would still class that as a full day, so charge you for their 8 hours. But some nurseries don't. Some charge you for the hours that you've done.
Yeah.
So ideally, you want to maybe get into a nursery.
Full day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to spread it across a few weeks, because obviously trying to get home in time for traffic and stuff, like for 3 o'clock, is just not doable.
I literally don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It literally blows my mind.
I know
how schools, education,
is only 6 hours a day.
That as a grown up who works full time, that your job finishes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
But I think as well, like, you have after school clubs, don't you? I used to go to loads of after school clubs, and I used to love them.
Same. No, I didn't.
Every day.
I just wanted to get home and have
Did
tea.
you?
Yeah.
I loved them, because I just thought, it's a bit of fun, like, obviously enjoying yourself, doing sports, blah, blah, blah. At least then I'm not just sat at home doing nothing.
True. But no, it wasn't for me.
Not for you.
I just wanted to be at home. But I do think with babies, obviously, your body does change a lot.
Yeah.
For me, I've had stretch marks since I was a child, so it doesn't bother me. Like, Jamie spoke to me about this the other day. He was like, "Oh, but you're gonna have stretch marks," and I was like, "Babes, I've had stretch marks since I was
my whole life,
6 years old."
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, but like all over," and I was like, "No, I've got them all over my tummy, my hips, everywhere."
Everyone has.
So I was like, I'm not bothered, but I know some women they get one stretch mark and it's like, oh my god, the world is over. Like, oh my god.
I don't feel like it should be, because I feel like it's just a mark of that you've given birth to a.
Yeah, but I think it comes down to what you're used to.
Yeah.
So for me, it doesn't bother me because I've grown up with stretch marks. So it doesn't faze me at all, the thought that I might get more stretch marks or they might become more visible again. Because I'm like, I've got them anyway. Like, it's just part of my body. There's literally nothing I can do about it. I've had them since I was 6 years old. Literally nothing I can do. It's just my body.
People do buy quite a lot of products, don't they, to try and stop it or mask it, to try and make it less so.
But
I think it's when you tan as well. Like, if you're tanning in the sun and stuff, they're just more prominent. But I don't think it makes it. I don't think anyone even cares. No one's looking.
I know.
No one's looking at stretch marks.
Other people don't care.
Yeah.
But you care. If you care, you care.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to podcasts and people having babies and they're like, I've not got any stretch marks yet and I'm using all of this castor oil to try to prevent it. And I get it. Like, if you've never had a stretch mark, to then think that your
all
body,
of a sudden you've got it
you're
again.
going to have it. And then when you shrink again, you're going to have these tiger stripes that even though no one else cares, literally, and probably no one else notices, and that must be quite a difficult thing for a woman, on top of the fact that your body's changed. Your boobs are different, they're not in the same place they were, your skin is maybe saggier than it used to be, to then be like, now I've got these marks all over my body, which like, how am I going to wear a bikini again? And
I think
like
that's the thing. I think there's massive amount of pressures for new mums to then shrink back to their original size. And I think your body changes so much once you've had the baby that you're never going to go back to that original size anymore. Like, you might as well just say goodbye to your body. But then you got some people that are really annoying that actually do go back to their original size.
Honestly, some of my girlfriends,
I know, like they never even had a kid.
like they've never
so
had a child. And I'm like, sorry, what did you do? But also,
tell us your secrets.
Also, I'm kind of like, whatever. Like, if I've literally given birth to a human, I don't really care. But also, maybe I will care. Maybe I'll be like, hello, please.
It's just about how you feel, isn't it? It's not even about how you look, it's how you feel. And if you're obviously feeling a lot of feelings after you've had the baby and stuff, you're not going to be up to then eating a fucking salad, are you?
Yeah.
Sorry, chomping on your cucumber whilst you're breastfeeding.
I know.
I know you need to eat healthy and stuff or whatever. Would you breastfeed? Or do you reckon naturally, would you?
I mean, I think I would combi.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts, that I would combi, because I want to share the load, Like,
I think it's a lot on mums, isn't it? Like, I completely get it if you want to breastfeed. It's just a lot of pressure to be there 24/7, isn't
well,
it?
I think when you first have a baby, it's either every 2 or 4 hours.
But you can pre-pump, can't you, and get like a little.
Yeah, you can, but no, not for me. I mean, if I have to, I have to. But
I don't mind, to be honest. I'm just gonna see what happens.
Yeah, I just think if I can combi, where my boobs are producing enough to feed you when I can, and then also,
and it takes as well, because sometimes they don't take.
Exactly, but then you'll also take a bottle, because sometimes some babies won't have a bottle if they are used to a boob, because it must be a different feel. But I just think I love the idea that I can go to my mum's and my mum can say, why
drop
don't
them
you
off and
just
be like,
drop them.
you feed them, you go out for a few hours kind of thing,
just
to
go,
have some
go
time
with
off.
my sister, or go with my mum somewhere and my sister look after the baby for an hour, or Jamie's mum. I love the idea that I can
just have a little bit of freedom to be able to have time out.
I mean, whether or not you want to do that, because I'm sure, especially as a first time mum,
on your first child,
like, I imagine that a lot of mums are like,
you're
terrified
attached
of
to them.
Well,
you're attached to them because obviously you've just given birth to this gorgeous little baby human, and you're just like, you don't want to leave them, you don't take your eye off them, you're just obsessed and besotted with them, which is the way it should be. But it is crazy.
I do love looking at newborn stuff in shops.
They are cute.
It's the cutest thing.
I just want babies. I just want to be surrounded by babies, because like the amount of baby stuff I find, and I think that's so cute, and I'm like, who can I buy it for? Because obviously it depends how old they are as well, because like all the kids and stuff are growing up now. It's like slowly but surely. It's not like baby babies, like newborn babies.
Although we've got a few newborn babies that are going to be coming up, don't we?
Yeah, very excited.
Yeah. For me, it's when they get to like that 3 to 8 months and they've chubbed up, they're full of milk, and they've got rolls.
All the rolls. They're like the Michelin Man.
Oh my
God. I love that.
You can literally count them, be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And their legs, their thighs.
You just want to eat them.
The little feet, the little noses. Like a baby nose that hasn't popped yet gives me life. Gives me actual life.
Little button nose.
You just want to eat it, and the tiny little fingernails.
They're just like not real. Right now. I know. Literally like yours, baby hands.
Just everything. The tiny little lips.
It is cute.
And the soft baby hands.
It's like when they're asleep and they go.
Oh, I know.
And they suckle.
I know.
I just think everything about babies is cute. We're getting to that age, guys, where we're getting like dead broody. Literally.
I know.
I actually Googled, here's some random facts, guys, and I don't know how well these are going to go down, but hey, I Googled them. Baby brain is a real thing, and it's something that quite a lot of mums suffer from. And I wasn't sure if it was like a myth or it was true, but apparently because of all the hormones and stuff, you do get like really forgetful and just just not with it, basically.
I went for lunch today with one of my girlfriends who's pregnant, and she got a soup, and then we sat down. She had a fork, and she'd got a fork instead of a spoon, and she was just like, "What have I got a fork for?" And I was like, and in my head I thought, probably baby brain. Like,
Yeah.
you naturally, when you know,
Yeah.
for your lunch, you just go and you get a knife and
Yeah.
fork. She's not even thought. And then she's like spreading butter on a roll with the fork. And I was like, oh, it's so cute.
I think sometimes though, baby brain, it does get you like, it's like severe brain fog, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the
like,
only way I think I used to describe
yeah,
it.
but even just like, how have I just done that?
Yeah.
Why have I just,
I
that's
know.
so strange.
You're like, oh God.
Yeah,
what have I
baby brain.
done? What a lot of my friends did things like leaving the house unlocked, leaving the car unlocked, leaving the bag somewhere,
Oh, I do that.
losing the keys,
With
losing
no
the phone.
baby?
I mean, me too. And I was like, this is a standard day for me. I've got trackers on all my items because I can't find them
I
in
was
my
just
house.
going to say, I need trackers.
Literally.
Thank God for my Find My iPhone.
Find my
on my
iPhone.
watch.
I know.
Jesus.
It's like, the phone's like, oh my God, you're looking for your phone again.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
Jamie got me this watch
Yeah.
purely for that reason.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money
So you
to
could
spend
find.
so I could find my phone because he was sick to death.
The thing
of me going,
is,
where's my phone?
when your phone is glued to your hand all day, I don't even know where my phone is now. Oh, there it is. When your phone is glued to your hand day in, day out because of work purposes, when I get home, I barely look at it.
Exactly.
I literally just throw it to a side and just leave it. So if you have text me, I am sorry. It is because it's a 3 to 5 working day.
We know this.
3 to 5 working days. 3 to 5 working days.
Weeks.
A week to respond. But yeah, hey ho. The next fact I have is babies pee inside the womb and then they drink it.
Ew.
And then apparently they wee again and then they drink it.
Wow.
And so on.
So we're bothered about what we're eating when we're pregnant. For what reason? When they're drinking their own wee?
I have no idea.
Because, you know, you hear lots of stuff, don't you? Like, you can't eat soft cheese and you can't eat fish and you can't
raw
eat this.
steak.
You can't do that. And what I've learned recently is that a lot of it's because it's because it's got like some certain bacteria in it.
Yeah.
And a lot of things like with your chicken and other meats and your shellfish, it's because of food poisoning.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think it's necessarily because it's bad
It's
for
just
the baby.
it's harmful in terms of just you as a
if you
person.
get food poisoning, then
yeah,
it's
no
not
one's going to be good.
Yeah. But in saying all this, you then baby inside of you is then drinking its own wee.
I know, it's weird.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that's a myth, but
No.
it was on the internet.
I believe
so I was
it's
like,
true.
I can't believe it.
Because if you think about it, right,
they've got nowhere to go.
Got nowhere to go,
and they're obviously still passing.
Yeah.
Like pooing and weeing.
Yeah.
Surely.
Exactly. But also, this little thing, baby.
I guess you haven't got solid, so you can't really poo.
It's true. But it's probably like, karma.
Oh, it's great.
It is.
Oh my
I think it
God.
is. Gross.
I'm really sorry, guys. This is the worst. We are the least scientific people you've ever come across. But it's just interesting to know, like, these are all things that I've like been looking into because now all our babies have either had babies or having babies.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know. I feel like are we probably the last couple now?
We're definitely
getting
up
to
there.
the last few.
Yeah.
And although we are keen, we want more time.
A little bit more time.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah.
But I think it's weird because babies are obviously growing inside of you in this sack of fluid, but can breathe. Like we breathe,
but weird.
they can breathe.
Yeah, but
so that's mad, that isn't it?
Your body makes limbs.
Yeah, I know.
Like arms, legs,
like a human.
Lashes.
Yeah, like
lips, ears, nose.
This little tadpole is swimming, and then you've got an egg, like the ones in your fridge. We should keep them in your cupboard because they're your fridge. In your fridge. No, they're not. So then the little sperm goes into the egg, and then boom, baby.
Dr. Roberts coming at you.
That is actually wild.
Boom.
That is mad, isn't it?
It is.
That is crazy.
It is.
And then one day you just go, oh, I'm going to have this baby now. It's cooked, fully cooked.
Fully cooked like a chicken.
Yeah. And then it comes out one way or the other. And then bang, you've got an actual human baby that then grows up to be one of us.
It must be mad though, like having a C-section or like via natural birth, because like a C-section, I'd say like you just say it comes out the sunroof, don't you?
Yeah.
But like you book it in, and within however long, I don't even know how long it is, but it's over. Whereas
What do you mean you book it in? What does that mean?
you book your C-section in.
Oh, you book it in. I thought you were book it.
No, you
I was
book
like, oh,
you book it
gosh,
in.
I was like, that's a
I mean, you
strong
can book
word.
it in if you want. Catch it in a bucket. But I
thought you were calling it a bucket. I was like, wow, Liv. We have pregnant friends. You cannot be saying that about their nuns.
Well, they just book it in.
Yes.
And then,
yeah,
boom, they've got a baby.
they book it
But
out.
that must be so weird.
Yes.
Like 1 minute you're asleep, the next minute you've got a baby. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas with a natural birth, it's obviously over a long period of time.
Yeah.
Sometimes days.
Yeah. But it's also weird the fact that, right, one day, no baby, you're just cooking it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah,
like
you
in
sat
an
there
oven.
with your cup of tea and your digestives
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
belly. Yeah.
And then the next day, you're in your hospital, and nurse goes, here you go, here's Tommy. And you're like, shit, like this is a thing. And you're just expected to then go, all right, have a nice life. And off you go, sent home with
Yeah.
this new life
Yeah.
that you have to completely take care
Yeah.
of. No one's going, back in the day, I've said
Teach
this
you
before,
how to do it.
my
Not a
mum
training course.
with like me and my older sisters would be in hospital for 5 days, and they would show her how to change a nappy, how to bath your baby. Like they would go through everything. This is how you
Would
breastfeed.
they?
Yeah, back in the olden days. Whereas now, I have friends and they've been in and out of hospital in a day, in 12 hours, and I think, gosh, that must be a really
Isn't that
mad
what the midwife
feeling.
is for, though? The midwife is supposed to do home visits and teach you how to do all that stuff, right?
Right, but that doesn't happen like the next day you're home. That's like, maybe a couple of days or a couple of weeks after you're home.
Which you've already probably done
it. Like, realistically, for some people,
it's such a scary thing, isn't it?
and not everyone has. We're so
you don't have
fortunate
access to
have like iPhones and all other devices where we can just Google. So many people out there probably don't have that. That just all of a sudden get this life and are just thrown into
motherhood.
Yeah, like you just figure it out. These, there are books, but you might not be able to read. I don't know, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, it's just mad.
It's a daunting thing, I think.
Yeah,
it's not something that's done lightly, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's mad.
Yeah, but apparently when you are pregnant, there's lots of things that you can. Sorry, not when you're pregnant, or maybe both. But if you want to get pregnant, there's lots of things that you could be taking to help
enhance
with
it.
that. Yeah. So like folic acid, magnesium, I believe.
Yeah.
Like obviously all your vitamins, just supplements that are meant to help you.
I think unless you get blood tests though, you never really know what you're low on. So like your iron levels, for example, you don't know if you're going to be low on them. Your vitamin C levels, you know what I mean? Like there's loads of different things that you could be. But I suppose like that's at that point you would get tested when you're pregnant. You obviously find out you're pregnant, and the doctor would then obviously try and find out if you've got any sort of health issues, etc.
I love the idea of a hard launch
of
a baby. So
not telling
anyone until it's born. That's what I'd really like to do.
I think people would know.
Exactly, that's the
problem.
Judging by the fact that
I don't know how you would do that.
I don't.
Surprise!
I know. We do a weekly podcast. All of a sudden, I'll be like, yeah, so we're not filming anymore for technical reasons. 9 months
week
later.
In, week out.
Here we go.
Yeah.
People would know. But yeah.
Jesus Christ, I couldn't. I mean, some people, there is actually quite a few people that didn't even know they were pregnant.
Yeah.
But like, have you watched those pregnancy, like What's Your Emergency and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's like, excuse me, I need an ambulance. And it's like, they go out and they're like, they didn't even know they were pregnant.
My sister, she was 30 weeks pregnant before she found out she was pregnant with Amelia, first baby.
30 weeks?
30 weeks. So then she told us,
That's
and she was had 6 or 8 weeks before the baby was here. Sorry, Katie, if I've got that wrong. It was around that, but yeah.
But literally, that's so scary.
But how do you my question is, so much is happening to your body at that time.
Yeah.
Your boobs changing, your body's changing.
Oh, yeah.
How can you not know? Like even just your hormonal, the fact that you're like, I'm not feeling myself. Like this isn't weird. Yeah. Also, you've not had a period for 6 months.
Not everyone doesn't have them though. This is the thing. This is the thing with women is every single person's body is so different to the others. Like there's no anyone the same. Like obviously we all are generally.
Yeah, sure.
Can't even speak. Sorry guys, it's been a long day. We are all generally very similar, but I think there is quite a significant amount of differences still. So they're not always going to be the
And
same symptoms.
we've
And
said this before, but a man is, and their body and their health is just as important when trying to get pregnant
yeah,
as yours. And I think I said this on the last pod when we spoke about babies, but apparently the egg that you have the baby with, that egg was picked 3 months ago. So it's 3 month cycles ago. So it's like your eggs are all queued up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Are they?
Yeah. So then this.
Well, apparently because you're born with eggs. So like,
yeah.
So like, for example, when I was in my mum's tummy,
Yeah.
I already had my eggs.
I know, apparently.
That's wild, isn't it?
Yeah, wild.
Because they didn't have menstruated for 20 years.
Yeah, I know. It's mind's blown, but yeah, apparently the egg that. So if I got pregnant now, the egg that I'm pregnant with was picked 3 months ago. So actually, it's how healthy were you 3 months ago is then how healthy that egg is now.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that's why things like folic acid and stuff, apparently that's really good for
helping
babies. So if you're looking at getting pregnant, obviously there's so many factors.
Keep as healthy as possible and look after yourself.
Supplements. But listen, if it's meant to be for you, like, and some people just need a bit of help along the way.
To be honest though, like I wouldn't discount like I think we said this on a previous pod, like adoption or I always thought like not social worker, but like social care and like foster care and stuff would be a really good route.
Yeah.
But obviously it just depends on your job, doesn't it?
I think so. And just your life. I saw a big sign on the way into Manchester this morning when I was going to the office, and it was saying like, do something great, like foster a child.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, the thing is, and this is probably for
it's the trauma though, I think, as well.
This is probably for another pod, but like having known people that have now gone through adoption and now have wonderful children and that have gone through foster care, it is a real process. Like it's not for the faint-hearted.
It's a long process.
And a lot of women out there can just naturally have a baby, no matter what your circumstance.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other women that can't have babies naturally, and therefore do need to look at alternative methods, so IVF, adoption, fostering. And personally, my personal feelings towards adoption and fostering is that the process is so difficult.
Yeah.
But and I understand that there's that point where you want to make sure that the parents are right,
don't they?
Like the trauma that it dregs up for you, like to make sure to almost prove that you are
good enough
to be a parent,
which is not right.
I do struggle with that, and I have got some really, really good friends that have adopted, and it has made me understand why, because actually they are like the perfect fit. Those children and them are the perfect fit for one another. And maybe had they not gone through all of that, maybe the
rigorous process,
maybe then they wouldn't have maybe found children that were so perfect for them. But at the same time, I think, gosh, like, as women that can naturally do it, they don't have to prove to anyone that they're good enough parents or not. Like, there are some awful people out there who are just blessed to pop out kids, and other women out there, some good friends of ours that struggle, but would be the best mums and dads ever. So I really struggle with the fact that on one hand,
having to prove yourself
yourself so much when it's not your fault. It's just your body's just for whatever reason
not being able to
and it's so frustrating that, but at the same time, having seen it now,
and rewarding as well. Like, obviously it's lots of years in the making. It just proves that even more so how much them parents want it as well. And I just love that for them. But that's really nice. I'm glad that everything works out good.
Like
just hard, isn't it, when it's such a long process?
And just the amount of personal work you've got to do on yourself,
It's good for them because I feel like it's quite healing then, I guess.
I actually agree. I think, like, say, in the long run,
it's traumatic at the time, but healing in the long run.
So healing in the long run. And also, it's therapy that you didn't know you needed. And actually to have been able to but to speak so freely about these things, because, well, it's not freely, you're basically made to.
It's being recorded,
but how like, say, how great and how freeing. Because these are conversations that, as potentially people that might be able to naturally have children, you wouldn't have to have. You don't have to ever prove yourself to anyone. You just get to be a parent, and that's that. But when you see it, it does make you realise how blessed people are, like, who can just pop them out, and they're happy and healthy, because some people can't. But also, it's amazing that you can. It's amazing. It's amazing however you do it. Oh my god, it's fine. It's fine. However you have a baby, it's fine. No stress.
No, it's a lot of pressure for women, isn't it? Because you're the one that's carrying them or whatever, and you just obviously your body goes through so much pressure and stuff, and like obviously if you're putting pressure on it yourself, it's like your body knows as well.
Yeah.
So like, the minute you stop trying, that's the minute when everyone starts actually getting pregnant as well.
Yeah.
I think you go through all the whole works, but anyway. We'll wrap it up. We've had baby notes. So if you haven't already, please Google it. And yeah, just let us know what you think. And if you're a mum, please let us know what we've got coming towards us, if that's the case, because I am not any way ready.
Let us know what we need to Google, what books we need to read, and actually just send us all your recommendations, things, because like we said, we've got loads of mates that are pregnant at the moment. Things are always changing.
Yeah.
1 minute you can have a glass of red wine, the next minute you can't. 1 minute you can do this. And you can
I think alcohol-free stuff these days is so good.
Yeah, but
you can get alcohol-free everything.
Nah, who's drinking if it's not to get pissed?
Well, apparently you can have Guinness. Remember Guinness? Everyone would drink Guinness when they were younger.
Exactly. This is what I mean. 1 minute you can have a pint of Guinness, the next minute you can't. Apparently that's a myth.
Listen, we could talk your socks off.
We could, and we don't even have babies. But so many of our friends are. So if you do have any good advice or anything that you think maybe you've gone through because you've had it before, or you're going through at the moment because you're pregnant, and you think, I'm feeling alone right now, we can categorically tell you, even though we're not pregnant ourselves, you are not alone. So share it with us. We can share it with our community, and we can get conversations started because we are here for that.
I also want to add that if there's any sort of things that you did not know about before getting pregnant that you now know and you wish you knew before, please tell us, because we also want to know.
Everything. Share everything with us. All the things that you've forgotten about because you've put them in the back of your memory because it's so traumatic. Let us know.
Yeah.
Don't you gatekeep.
Because you do, like, you have a traumatic pregnancy and then you're like, oh, what, another one? Like 6 months later.
Yeah, don't be gatekeeping. Like, we want to know about it all. We want to know about the piles, honeys. Like,
the piles?
I want to know.
Right, well, on that note, guys, if you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram, TikTok,
Spotify,
and YouTube. Yeah, please do, and we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.